Hi, and it's the Writer's Launchpad once again presenting Betty's Little Bites. Today's been a big day of interviews, and this one is a blockbuster. This lady has got it going on. So I'm going to introduce to you the delightful Joanne Ho, the Joyful Chef. And therefore, without further ado, hi, Joanne, welcome.
Hi, Betty. Thank you for inviting me today. I'm such a chatterbox. I just love to talk about food. I'm the Joyful Chef, and earlier last year I launched a formal business whereby I provide culinary classes, private classes, events, and I do unusual get togethers and all with a mission to support our community that are somewhat little disadvantaged. And so here I am. I've been networking and I met you, and you've helped me rewrite my intro and a bio and a number of things. But that's what I do. It wasn't my career. I went to culinary school just purely out of passion. And then I went back to a very boring corporate job for many years. But anyway, I'm here in Henderson, Nevada to help our community by raising funding and sharing information about food with everyone. So,
And you have done some really amazing work. When I wrote your bio and your background, I went, "Wow, you really showed up for people." And as you mentioned, you're not emphasizing the fact that you left a very high level corporate position in order to pursue this mission that you have of bringing the joy of food to the world and serving community. So I really honor that, and I want to make sure that comes into what we're
oh,
speaking about. Yeah.
actually, it wasn't until you put it in words for me, because I've always, I kind of know everything, my journey that I've had through the many years. And it wasn't until you put it in writing for me that I realized, like, wow, I have done a lot, but still with much more to come. One of the things I will say that I'm most proud of, and it's a long time ago, but the beginning of my desire to give back to the community started with when Nixon opened up relations with China after they'd been closed off after World War II. And my mother and I went on back to China, sort of in a roots type of trip. We found my father's ancestral village where it went back 500,000 years. They all come from there. The story is the men would leave the village when they're ready to get married, find a wife, bring them home. Well, my father left and never went back. He said, "Oh no, this is not a way to live." When we went back, and they were so poor. Long story short is that was the beginning. We went back multiple times, and we brought a lot of modernization to the village, like running water, electricity, things like that. And
Right.
I can go on and on about it, but fast forward is I also have a passion for food, and what better way to share knowledge, and it has no political lines. It's an international language. And so when I retired from my job a few years ago, it's just I naturally fell into charity, and now I'm trying to structure it a little bit more to be more efficient as the Joyful Chef. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and I know that you're drawing in new kinds of energy, and so now I'm going to ask you about what's going on for you that is fun.
you see that back there? No, I'm not in Hawaii, but I will be in about 10 days. Woo-hoo! Trip's been canceled, postponed 3 times. Thank you, last year.
All
Most people
right.
think that I'm Hawaiian, but I'm not. I just love the place. And if it wasn't so darn expensive, I would live there. But I belong here. I'm originally from California, Northern California, and I ended up basically in Nevada because it's a lot cheaper to live here. And I figured it would give me the flexibility to travel. But I'll be in Hawaii in 10 days.
Yes, you will. All right. Yeah.
First
Hug a
place
palm tree for me.
And the first place I head to is the farmer's market, because the tomatoes that are grown in the volcanic soil there, you will never taste here. It's just unbelievable.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, well, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on today. I know you've got a lot going on while you're rounding yourself up, and it's been a real pleasure to see you again. Haven't seen you for a week.
Well, thanks, Betty. I know I'm a chatterbox and I could go on and on, so I'll just let you be too. So, but thank you for inviting me. I really enjoy sharing the information and giving the Joyful Chef as much exposure. And so that if ever anyone in your world, in your writer's world, ever see the name, just think you met me early on. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Sounds
Bye bye.
great. I'll see you soon. I'm going to pause now.